Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Talking Pop Culture Live, episode 7. We're here with some special guests as the direct market variant. I got it right. Last week I got it wrong, I think, in one of our videos, but I got it right this time. Bo, how are you? Omni Bo.
Oh, very good, mate. I love that intro. I always feel like I'm about to take a blast off into space.
Yeah, I haven't been hit with copyright infringements yet because I found it on YouTube. I won't lie, I didn't make it. I'll be honest. Drew DC, buddy, how are you?
All right, boys, good to be here.
Nice to have you. And then, like always, Mark rocking his Detroit Pistons old school cap. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. How yourself?
Going good, mate. Just living the dream. Got the long weekend. I took the Monday off.
Oh, nice.
So I've got an extra long weekend. Got today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm pumped.
Any plans?
Tomorrow afternoon, thinking just going somewhere for a day trip, and then Monday we're thinking up Bendigo way. Just to see, just the missus, now that we're out of lockdown, obviously she got here in Australia 2 years ago, just as we got into lockdown, so she hasn't got to really see Australia yet. So I plan to take her around Victoria. Just knocked my computer there. Take her around Victoria. So yeah, any of you's going away or?
No, I'm working Monday.
Yeah, so you'd think after 30 years of working full time, you'd remember to take the damn Monday off.
Mate, I put in the annual leave fucking 3 months ago. Then we had a guy quit. So I was thinking, shit, we're not gonna have the Monday off now because we're gonna be chockers. But luckily for me, they turned around and said, "Nah, don't worry, we're just gonna close for the Monday." So thank Lord.
Yeah, I had it off. I swapped jobs.
Sorry, man.
No, sorry, I did have it off, but I swapped jobs about 7 weeks ago, so I can't. I've got no leave at the moment. But it's all good.
Yeah, I got the Monday off, so it'll be good. Be watching football all day.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So we're shut down because of the building industry, so they get an RDO until Wednesday. So no point coming in.
Can't complain there.
Well, we're back with the normal show this week where we're going to talk about this week's reads and episodes and something that disappointed us, whether it's a movie or show or comic or something. And then we're going to get into the nostalgia section, which I've got some real old school nostalgia thing that I found. So we'll run the little video for this week's reads. Wow. This week's read. Omnibo, we'll kick it off with you. What did you read this week that you enjoyed?
So this week I finally got to read Spider-Man Spider's Shadow, which was that What If series by Chip Zdarsky, I believe. And yeah, man, I was, it's one of those things where you see the monthly comic come out and I want to pick it up, but I'm like, nah, do the smart thing and don't double dip, wait for the trade. And I did, and I finally got it, and I loved it, man. It was great, and I'm really glad that they did it. We've discussed it over on our channel privately in our group chat, how it would have been great if it was a 12-issue maxi series and not just a 5 or 6 issues, but it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. Anything Spider-Man and symbiote related, I'm down for.
Cool.
That's their new What If series, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that just coming out, or?
Yeah, it did just come out. In trade, it just came out, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And how many issues is it?
I think it's 5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm reading
the normal Marvel
Fantastic Four one at the moment, the life story.
Oh, yeah, I want to get that one as well.
Yeah.
I want that too. I love the Spider-Man life story.
Yeah, I haven't read that one. I've got to try that. Like I said, I've read the Fantastic Four one, but I've heard nothing but good things about the Spider-Man one. So
Yeah, it's really good.
Nasty stuff. I love
They
stuff.
if you ever do buy the trade, just to give you a heads up, they released a trade of Spider-Man Life Story, which I bought like an idiot because later on they then made Spider-Man Life Story Annual after the trade, and now there's a hardcover coming out with all of it.
Always wait for the hardcover, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah.
DC, what did you read this week, my friend?
I think I was on here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I said I've just started the Eternals omnibus that I'm reading, and I'm still going on it. It's a slog, man. It's a slog. It's two-parters. Sorry, Mark?
I was going to say, is it any good? Like, I don't know much about Eternals, and
There's 2 parts. There's the original Jack Kirby series, which was 19 issues, so that's from the 70s. Real hard to read. Art amazing. And then there's another series in the late 80s, which I just finished, 12-parter. That was actually pretty good. But I'll be honest with you, the Eternals do nothing for me. Like this 12 issues, you hardly saw their powers. Hey, Miss Mike, you hardly see their powers. I don't know. It's not great. I actually went to the movies last night and I saw Shang-Chi. Off topic, which is great.
I'm going tomorrow.
That's okay. It was great. But they had the new trailer up for Eternals, and it looked good. And at least now I know. I saw that. At least now I know who the characters are, and sort of that's why I read the books before I watch the movie. But yeah, no, I'll actually finish this today. I've only got about 3 episodes to go, and then I've got a whole bunch of singles here I need to get through, which I usually wait until I finish. It's my incentive for finishing a book. I can go back to start reading some current floppies.
Are you going to
Dude,
keep
if you
that on?
saw my singles that I've got to read,
Oh yeah, no, that's what happens. I will keep. I keep all my omnibuses, but I'll never read it again. I'll never read it.
You got to read Neil Gaiman's one. Neil Gaiman's.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I want to read these singles because I've got this to catch up on. I can't wait to read the latest issue of that. It's just been awesome.
you're going to be heartbroken.
Hey, what?
You're going to be heartbroken.
Oh, I already am. I mean,
that's the last issue, isn't it? Hey, Sean, that's the last issue, yeah?
That's 4.
Is that the one?
How many issues are there? Are there 4 issues?
That's 5. That's number 4.
Did that come out last week? That one, or?
Oh, I reckon I picked that up 2 weeks ago. To be honest with you.
Then that one will be coming in 2 weeks for me.
I'm going to go to the comic shop actually right after this live chat, and then see what else is there. And I can actually walk into the shop, and have a chat to him and look around.
Which one are you going to?
Collector's Edge, mate.
I'll fucking see you there.
All right, done.
I'll meet you there. I'm only 2 minutes away. I'll come down. As
soon as we finish this up, I'm going to say hi to the kids because they were still asleep when I jumped on here, and I'm like, see you later. I'm going.
I'll come down, say hi to Andrew, and I might buy some things.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's me.
I'll definitely. Mark.
Just before too, I just rocking me Captain Cold t-shirt. Thought I'd let you know.
I was going to ask you what that was.
It looked like an eagle.
Hey?
It looked like an eagle.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a manga thing or something.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, picked it up. It's pretty cool. I had a few floppies that I read this week. One that I read last night was Death of Doctor Strange, issue 1. I think it's due out next week, I think, or it's out.
Good, huh?
Yeah, I didn't mind the start of it, but the main one I wanted to talk about, I got volume 4 of Catwoman. I read this week. Volume 5 is due out the 14th of November, so I've just been buying them in trades. And I just picked it up about 4 months ago. Started with volume 1, and because I kept on listening to this podcast called Comics of the Multiverse, it's a DC one, and they talk about DC books that are out, and they always just say every week Catwoman's one of the better books of DC at the moment. And I'm just going, all right, I'm going to start from the start. I'm going to buy volume 1 and keep going. And so I did, and I have to agree, I'm really enjoying this series, this book. It keeps getting better and better. It's like Catwoman, Selena Kyle, without Batman, basically. She's ran away from all that. She's starting from scratch. New villains have come in, like there's been Father Valley. He's a pretty cool character. He's only just sort of come into it. He's been hired by Penguin to assassinate Selena Kyle. And I really reckon it's really well written. Realm V's writing it now, but it was Jones to start with, which both very good writers. And the artwork's always been amazing. And it's a pretty easy read. There's a lot of full page like action scenes with no dialogue, and they're really cool. And you sort of get what's going on. And there was a special, I think, a 4-page just little issue in this one, volume 4, where it's the cat narrating the whole story. So it's a cat narrating the whole story. And I was saying, because it took me about 3 panels, I'm going, is this the cat telling the story? And I said to my girlfriend who was sitting next to me, I'm going, this is actually well written. It's you kind of felt like it was actually a cat speaking to you, like telling you the story. Like the cat's going, oh, she's on my turf. I'm going to show her. I'll sneak in. He goes, I'll attack her. And then she starts to feed the cat. She goes, oh, well played, Miss Kyle. And starts loving. It felt like a cat was actually speaking. So it's what you think cats would go through their head. I mean, like I've got a cat on my lap now.
I thought you were about to do something else then, but anyway.
Yeah. No, I keep my pants on in the morning.
I wouldn't mind reading that single. I don't read Catwoman, but I wouldn't mind reading that issue.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know if you read the Hawkeye. Let's not be about it, but the Hawkeye, the Fraction Aya run where they do it. There's one issue where it's the dog. There's no dialogue, but it's about following the dog. There's a dog in it, and he obviously tells the story. It's really good. But there's a Catwoman Omni coming out soon too.
I did see that. Yeah, a couple of weeks.
The Brubaker one.
Yeah. I might have to pick it up. Look, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have even thought about it. These guys kept recommending it. They said the same thing on the podcast, that they wouldn't have really read it either unless somebody had recommended it to them, and they did, and they're glad they did. And I'm the same. Like, this is my favourite book this year. This is my favourite series this year. I'm really enjoying it. That's just personally me, but if any recommendations, I recommend this. And I recommend starting from the start. I reckon you'll enjoy it. 6 months ago, I wasn't caring too much about Catwoman. Now I really do. And now with the movie coming out, looks cool with her in it. Yeah, it's all falling into place. And it's a good writing team.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah.
Well, my book, which got a nice appearance on the front cover of a character that I'm just curious why DC hasn't pushed. We've got his first appearance, I think, or it's his second. Not too sure. But the Suicide Squad had Ambush Bug back. Man.
Great cover.
Dude, do I fucking love Ambush Bug. Man, just the way he's narrating this whole issue, he's just fucking gold. Classic. I'm a bit thrown off because the way it's like they're meant to be a 6.5 issue. I don't know. Just the way the last issue was, and then this issue, like I remember Superman. I don't even remember Superboy, revealing his matches. Like, I was confused. I don't know if any of you are reading.
Did you read the annual? Did you read the annual?
There was a fucking annual, was there?
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I missed out on, and I was confused as hell, man.
Yeah, the annual's all about Superboy, and he not so much Superboy. Obviously, spoiler. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, spoilers. Which I was happy about because I was just like, well, fuck, we've already said it now. People know, too bad. But like, I was so pissed off that I'm like, Superboy's not a Suicide Squad member. Now that they've revealed that it's not, and that's why, like, usually I just jump off. But I thought, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll see where they go. Maybe he become good and whatever. But now like I was saying, like between 6 and 7, I thought I missed an issue. But now that explains it. Thanks, Mark. I might have to jump online and read the annual. But man, I'm liking this series, man. It's a different Suicide Squad what we're used to. Believe it or not, I actually like Peacemaker in this series. But
I was gonna ask you if Peacemaker's in it, and if he is, can you enjoy it?
He is, but he's a serious bloke, man. He's not that shit on the TV that we're going to get. And that's why I like get annoyed because I'm like, I'm really enjoying this Peacemaker. I want to see this Peacemaker on the screen. But I'm loving Bloodsport. Always get them to in the wrong thing. But I'm loving him in this as well, man. But it's good. I've always loved the Suicide Squad, so I'm happy that they got the book. I'm just a bit upset that the movies didn't do that good. But yeah, that was like I said, I didn't read much. Suicide Squad. I read the new Batman 89, which was all right. I caught up on Fear State. and then this gutter trash that just yeah. I don't know. Now that they're gone to like 3 or 4 issues a week, I don't know.
Gutter
And then
trash.
I'm not gonna say that joke. I won't say that joke because I might offend a lot of people. I was gonna. It all came together when I realized Superboy was locked up for a while. So after the big announcement, I understand why now. But anyway,
just going back to Suicide Squad. Are you reading the Black Label magazine one?
no, is that the Joker one?
Yeah.
It's okay. I read the first issue, and then I sort of dropped it. I didn't get the other ones. Or the other one.
It's a good team.
Have you read
it?
Mazzarello and Malieve on art. It's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, the art was good. Yeah.
If Andrew's got it, I'll buy it from him today when we pop down there. But yeah, that was what I didn't read that much. I've got so much.
I was going to say, Matt, how funny is it with Ambush Bug, how he's reading the comics that they're in? So
Yeah,
Oh, really?
he does. He breaks the fourth wall. He breaks the fourth wall and he tells the guys, "You guys know you're in a comic book, right?" Like he kind of a rip off Deadpool kind of thing. But man, I love Ambush Bug. I don't know if anyone played the RPG DC Universe on PlayStation or all that. It's kind of like a World of Warcraft, but you build your superhero and all that. And Ambush Bug on that game, I love him, man. I've always liked the character. He's just someone, he's the comedian kind of stuff, the comedic act. But that's what I read. So this week's episodes or movies that we watched, because I haven't watched anything this week. I'll start this off because, you don't want to save the best to last because mine's probably going to cop a lot of heat for this. But watched the movie last night, a movie that I did enjoy back in the days. I'm just like trying to let my partner just see all these great movies from when we were kids. This is a great movie. I think Mark might agree with me on this one. I don't know about you two boys. A movie that was based on me because I was a very smart person and I knew a lot about these people. And I watched What Women Want with with our boy Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt. And man, I'll tell you what, that movie still holds.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Have you not seen it? It's where
maybe I have once back in the day. Doesn't he? He can read minds or something.
Yeah, he's a market director for a company that trying to push women products and
Nike, wasn't it?
Sorry,
Nike or something, wasn't it?
Well, that's who they try to score the big deal with, and he's a real womanizer. He's just treats them like piece of meat, and. But that's not me. That's not me. I'm the person he turns into after the film. I'm not the one at the start. I used to be when I was a young boy, but so he's just pretty much he's got to really know what women want to try to start to sell this product. Okay, and he's struggling. He has an accent. Like the new boss, the Helen Hunt comes and takes over his job. Like. He was about to get a promotion and they turned around and said, listen, we think maybe a woman trying to sell woman products would be a better suit for the company. So he gets a bit upset about it. And then she brings in this box that had all these women accessories and he starts to wear them. And anyway, falls over, has an accident. And then the next day, all of a sudden, he can read what's on women's minds, what they're thinking, which every man would fucking love to have. And from there on, he uses those powers to his advantage. And I don't want to spoil the movie. Like Nike comes along, Nike's a free agent, and they're trying to sign up Nike, and obviously it's women's Nike products. So the panel's all women Nike, and obviously he can read women's minds. So he uses it to his advantage. Tries to screw people, as in business wise, and literally screw people. He uses it to increase his sex game because obviously in the bedroom. We don't know what women want sometimes, so he can read their minds. So, What Women Want? There's a new one as well that came out a couple of years ago called What Men Want. I haven't seen that one yet. Is that a movie or a show? Do you know, Mark?
Yeah, it's a movie. It's got Aldous Hodge in it. The guy's going to be Hawkman.
Hawkman, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a few like NBA players in it because it's she's a woman trying to get sports agents, and stuff like that. So she's in a man's sort of everybody's boys, and they all get the good like sports athletes, and she wants to get them, but she's a woman, so and then she starts to read men's minds, like the same thing, and then she jumps ahead in her career. I didn't mind it. Had a few good like NBA player appearances too. Like there was John Collins in it, who I love, and a few other sportsmen, and I think Tracy Morgan's in it too, if I remember correctly. He's someone's manager. It was okay,
mate. That What Men Want could be a very, very different movie. I don't know how accurate I want to be with that. That could be
it's a movie.
Yeah, it was PG for some reason. I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what men want? Come on,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Three things men. Well, I'll say there's 4 things men want: beer, comics, sports. I'll leave the 4th one up to you.
Toys.
Yeah, of course.
Toys to spice it up a bit. Anyway, when
I'd like to. Was that an order, Matt? Or
well, if it's 5, it'd be toys at the start and toys at the end. But anyway, we'll keep it going, Mark. Since you're on the topic, what did you watch this week?
My watch was this week. I think it came out probably a bit over a year ago, or maybe even 2 years ago. But I started watching Hunters. Any of you hear that? Al Pacino?
Yeah, I watched the first season.
Yeah. So it's just it's set in the 70s, I guess, and they're prisoners of the war, they're Jewish. So they've been captured by the Nazis, and so later on they find out that there's Nazis in the US, so they track them down and they hunt them and kill them. What's that?
How is it?
The first episode was an hour and a half long, and it was a bit of a grind because they had to establish the story. So it was a little bit boring. It's to start off with the young kid. It's going to be his granddad. He meets his grandmother dies, gets murdered, and he wonders why and stuff like that. Then he uncovers that there's this. Yeah.
Is that the one?
That's the one. Then he discovers that there is this Nazi people still in America, and the Jews are trying to kill them, so they're trying to kill the Jews as well. And yeah, they've got a whole team together. Ted from How I Met Your Mother's in it. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So,
Jordan Peele says here. Jordan Peele, executive producer. He's really good.
Yeah. The last few episodes, I think I've got 2 left. The last few episodes have been amazing. Like I've been going to bed going, I don't know if I'm thinking about it too much. And yeah, so the first 2 episodes were a bit meh, but after that it got really cool. And you can see
I enjoyed
a bit more darker past. Go ahead.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a comic book too, I believe, which I haven't read.
Okay.
And the kid, he's probably an adult, but who's the main part of it, works in a comic shop too, which I liked.
Yeah, he does in there. Yeah, and he always mentions Batman, and yeah.
It's good. I like that. Yeah, it's really good.
I keep meaning to check that out. And also The Man in the High Castle.
Oh, yeah.
I've been told The Man in the High Castle is really good. I watched 1 episode. I got halfway through it, but I think it's one of those you got to get through the first 2 episodes, and then you're on the right track. But I've heard really good things about that one.
Yeah, I've read that book.
Yeah.
I've got a book.
Hunters can get pretty full on. They keep having flashback scenes to the actual camps that the Jewish got held, and it's pretty brutal. Like there's one bit where they play a chess match with actual Jews, and so there's a chessboard, and they move them to the board, and if they knock out like a king or a queen or something, they have to kill them.
Yeah,
like they force them to kill each other and stuff like that.
The prisoners kill each other. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Well, it's only 10 episodes, and it hasn't been done for season 2 yet. So might jump on it so I can get update before season 2 gets released.
Yeah, it's a good watch. I recommend it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Drew, what do you got? What did you watch this week?
I'm catching up. I caught up on the Bond movies. Obviously, with the new Bond coming out, I wanted to go back and watch the previous 4. Not all the Bonds. I only do the recent ones. Just like Star Trek. I'm only a recent movie guy. I can't watch old movies. Watched the one of my favorite documentaries on my favorite band, Pearl Jam 20. I watched that again. I watch it, I reckon, every 6 months, to be honest with you. When I get a bit bored, and I started because Bo and Nick in our group keep talking about it. I started AP Bio this week.
What is it?
It's okay. I'm about 4 eps in. I'm hoping it's one of those ones that builds a bit, but there's only 2 eps, 2 seasons, isn't there?
No, there's 4.
Oh, is there? Oh, Netflix. I thought there was only 2, but maybe.
What's it called? What was it?
AP Bio.
It's just a little comedy show. It's about a teacher who works at a high school. He doesn't want to be there, so it's okay. It's got Patton Oswalt in it. I like Patton Oswalt. And yeah, so you're watching that. A few other shows I'm watching, and like I said before, I went and watched Shang-Chi last night. It's really great. I really loved it, but I won't say anymore.
How many post-credit scenes?
2.
2. All right. I don't ask what they are. I always like to ask how many because.
Oh, I did. When I jumped in there, I'm like, oh shit, I should have Googled this. So I Googled how many there were because I didn't want to sit there through. But yeah,
I so many times sit right to the end of the credits and then there's nothing. You're like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst. But movies were empty. I was surprised. There was no one there.
Yeah, I've got it. Me and a mate looking to go tomorrow, so I'm hoping it'll still be a bit empty.
We booked in Monday.
I got asked for the first time to show my backs, which is like being 18 again. Like, yeah, I've got it. There you go.
Oh, what they actually did for your thing, eh?
Yeah, they got to. It's like a $1,000 fine if they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm booked in for the 7th to see Shang-Chi and Eternals on the same day.
Yeah, I thought Eternals was coming out this weekend, and I was wrong, obviously. I was looking for
it. Try to go see Venom as well this weekend.
Yes, I looked that up because I said to my partner, the movies are opening up Friday. Let's go see Venom. And I don't know if it's just the cinemas near me, which is Southland Village, but it said the first session was like November 23rd or something.
Yeah, it's not out on my closest one either. Because I checked this weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't out on mine. Wasn't even on
so maybe Australia's getting a late release.
Seems like it. I don't know why. Yeah.
Or is that going to go straight to Disney Plus? Maybe is that Disney Plus soon? Because I know Shang-Chi is 2 weeks away.
Shang-Chi is that's Sony.
Yeah, they don't know.
Venom won't be on Disney Plus. Yeah,
Venom won't be, but Disney and Sony are working on a deal to have all the Spider-Man on there, so they could possibly be on there.
Yeah,
it'll be on Netflix if anything. That's where Venom.
Well, they got the first one on Netflix at the moment.
Yeah. They've got all the Spider-Man, so yeah.
All right, Bo, what did you watch this week?
So I've still been going through Game of Thrones with my partner. We're up to season 3, and I'm loving it like I'm watching it for the first time. Other than that, I've started watching a comedy that my friends at work are always bloody going on about, and I kept ignoring them. And I had to pull the pin and so I could join in on the freaking conversations. Schitt's Creek. Have you guys heard of that?
I love it. I love that show.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I've watched the first. I don't know, 2 episodes maybe. And don't get me wrong, I can see the potential in it, but I'm not hooked yet, So I'll still keep going with it. Other than that, good old Rocket Rod recommended a horror movie to me, which he always does, which I'm always appreciative of because I love my horror. And I checked out Haunt on Netflix last night.
Horns? Is that with Horns, was it?
Haunt. So Haunt.
Not Horns.
I thought Horns as in the Harry Potter bloke.
Yeah, no.
Haunts. All right. Is that on Netflix? Because I'm going to watch a horror movie today. So
yeah, and it's not bad. It's about these guys that on Halloween go to this like horror house as like you would with your mates, just to have a good time, be scared. But inside, it's a real horror show.
Shout out to Mark. We're organising a time to jump on there. Mark, Battleborn is also from the UK. Battleborn is a awesome Twitch streamer, good friend of mine. We actually met on a game I was talking about before, DC Universe, 10 years ago, maybe even 11 years ago. It was funny because I got to give this guy love because he's a great bloke. It was funny because we were playing the game and I started talking about wrestling because I made a guy look like Brock Lesnar, and he said, "Oh, you like wrestling?" Mate, 8 hours on that game. We kept playing and talking wrestling for 8 hours. No shit. So he's got a Twitch, man. Go over Battleborn if you guys have Twitch, man. Go. He's awesome, man. He's a community person. He shouts out people. You can game with him. He's a great bloke. But yeah, Geeks Unleashed, Mark. We're trying to organise a time to get on there. I think the date was the 7th. It's in a couple of weeks, so can't wait to get on there. Cool. It'll be like at 10 o'clock, a bit earlier, or 11 o'clock in Australia time. Sweet. So we're looking forward to that, Mark, and thank you for joining us. Bo, sorry, I just had to jump in there.
Oh, man, it was good timing because I was done. It was perfect.
Sweet. Well, we're going to go into next Friday/Saturday morning your time. So our schedule will probably be a bit later next week. Or I got it. Was it 11? Was it 11? I think it was 11 a.m. our time. So it might be us, and then straight over to Geeks Unleashed, man. Awesome. Can't wait. Oh shit! You just reminded me. I haven't watched it. I've got to watch Den of Thieves. What is it? The one.
Oh, yeah, Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves is
not
sick.
Den of Thieves. Not Den of Thieves. The one that just with the Zack Snyder. It's a spin-off.
Oh, Army of Thieves.
Army of Thieves. My bad. I've been lazy.
Yeah, I noticed that last night. Yeah, it's out.
Is that a spin-off of Den of Thieves?
Yeah.
No, really. Den of Thieves, Army of Thieves, the zombie one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is it the German guy?
Yeah, the German guy that
German guy from Army of the Dead. They've made.
I think it's about him.
Oh right, gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, it's only out today. Army of Thieves. Okay. Wow. I thought it had already been out, so I'll be watching that. I'll be watching that this weekend. So be sure to tune into their show, or for that. So yeah, well, we're going to get into the nostalgia section now and talk nostalgia because I got something really cool to show off. All right, I'm going first again because I'm eager to show off my thing. Now, last week, me and the partner decided to go for a walk. We saw the city and thought, let's walk to the city. It's not that far, right? It might take us 4 hours. Anyway, 2 hours later, we decided to turn home and walk home in another 2 hours in the pissing down rain. It all went good because we stopped at a lolly shop. Now, this lolly shop, man, I tell you now, it had all the nostalgic freaking lollies you had as a kid, man. It had the little whistle. I will have to show that, but I ate that one straight away. I don't know if people remember the little lollies where you got the whistle. And you do that. Sure. Had that. The raspberry drops. But the one thing I saw, and I'm going to go there again this weekend to buy the other 3. I know people used to collect these as kids. I fucking did. The bloody...
Oh, Pez.
I don't know if I want to open them or not. Like, I want to open them and eat them because I miss them as a kid. But they had the Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man as well, I think it was. So, because I was tossing up, I don't know which Spider-Man I want. And the girlfriend's just like, pick one, just pick one. I was like, fuck it. What do I do when I can't decide? I just buy both.
I can't believe they still make Pez. Man, they did a whole Seinfeld episode about Pez.
You don't want to fall down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Matt's that excited he's frozen.
Although I think if you did fall down that rabbit, can you imagine how many different Pez there is these days?
Oh, there'd be thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands.
It'd be like Pops, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be worse than Pops. Pez have been around for 30 years.
Yeah. I do remember the Seinfeld episode. Jerry's on there going clapping with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now Elaine just cracked herself laughing the whole time.
Yeah. That's right. At the piano recital.
Yeah. What do you do before it? I just crack my knuckles.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think that's your cue, Mark.
Yeah, mate.
Well, let's just keep it rolling. I didn't think of anything. Let's keep it rolling with Seinfeld. I reckon.
Where's Nick? We need Nick in this. Nick's the Seinfeld aficionado.
I know we put it out here on one of our chats, but we'll get off. What do you guys reckon? Just the first thing comes to your head. What's your favourite episode? We won't do a top 5 or anything like that, but what first comes to your head is your favourite Seinfeld episode?
I get Jesus when I get asked this, so I can't pick one. I'm sorry. 2 just always comes to my head. And it's the Soup Nazi.
Yeah.
Right?
Jambalaya.
Yeah. Newman was my favourite character.
Yeah.
Whenever Newman gets excited, I just love it. Jambalaya.
His little evil laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one is obviously a classic, which I think a lot of people would say is their favourite episode, or at least in their top 10, definitely. And that's The Contest.
Yeah.
Kramer looking across the road, goes out for a minute, comes back in, throws the money down. I'm out.
I love
John F. Kennedy Jr. Oh, John.
Yeah, I can't think of like one episode. That's just I keep thinking of moments. Probably the one that you meant. The first one that popped into my head when you mentioned it was, when they get lost in the car park.
Yes.
Kramer's carrying the air conditioner around.
That's classic.
I love that.
Apparently, to Michael Richards, he actually had a real air conditioner in there because he wanted to make it seem real, so he had to lug that around all the time.
100%, and that's I think that's why I love it, because it's got some great bloopers, that episode too. And if you notice at the end when they get in the car, they're all cracking up laughing. All of them are cracking up laughing. It's
the car wasn't not meant to start.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you see him especially the guys in the back, they're absolutely losing it. I love it.
Yeah.
And then, the one when Jerry and Kramer swap rooms, and there's that rooster shop with the big neon sign.
Kenny Rogers
and
rooster.
Seinfeld up at night. Oh man, I love it.
And they sort of change, like Jerry's going, "Oh, I'm stressed out."
Yeah, they become each other.
Yeah. And Kramer's just like, "Oh, that's a shame."
and when Kramer gets the set to the Merv Griffin show.
That's definitely my top 5. I love that one.
Yeah, it's gross.
That probably is my favorite.
And my mates say at work all the time, whenever it's appropriate, is Banyan. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
It's the best. It's the best.
Oh, that's sorry. Yes. I stuffed that up. Yeah.
What's yours, Mark?
My favourite was always been, like, Merv Griffin would probably be a very close second because I love that episode. But mine was a newer one, was the pothole. So when he gets the keys stuck in the pothole. So now just hang with me here. Like in that episode, 4 things happened to each character in that. And I reckon it's all joined together. It was so well written. So you had George's keys in the pothole. You had Jerry was dating that girl from Sex and the City, where the toothbrush falls into the toilet. You can't kiss her anymore. Kramer adopts the highway and he makes it into a 1 lane. And Elaine wants to get fish from this place, but they can't order it to her place, so she pretends to be in a janitor's closet and stuff like that. And they all just connect, So that was always one of my favourites.
They did that really well, where all the stories, like each person, it's like Friends, they all had a story in that episode and all finished as well. It wasn't just like, this is all about Jerry or this is all about Kramer.
Yeah. He's ranting in the car when he's talking to Elaine how he can't kiss her anymore, Jerry's. And he starts ranting. He goes, I know there's a tooth there. I just don't know what it is. He goes, no, if I shoot myself down like in Fantastic Voyage, maybe I can see what's in there. There would be some scary stuff, although I would have that laser. And Elaine's just like, where are you going with this? And he goes, being really clean and happy. So, yeah. I love that.
Hey, Matt, Spotty.
Hey, everyone.
I'm back. My internet fucking cocked itself.
We just had a Seinfeld chat.
Yeah.
The power full went out for a second. What did I miss?
Just talking
Nothing,
Seinfeld for
talk
about
about-
10 minutes.
Oh my god, I haven't watched that yet.
You haven't
You've
watched
never seen
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld?
I'm that person. Yep, I
Oh,
never watched an
dude.
episode of Seinfeld in my life.
Dude.
Wow. You need
It's
to.
just my childhood.
How many episodes are there?
Oh.
Or seasons?
180, I think, all up.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
I looked up the top. I might be 160 something. I looked up the top 160 voted by. Yeah.
Oh
you guys
yeah.
watch Curb Your Enthusiasm as well?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
Yeah.
good.
I haven't. No.
Larry
Oh,
David's
see.
crazy, man.
I don't understand. No offense, Drew, but I don't understand. Like, if you haven't seen it, that's one thing. Fair enough. But I don't understand people that say they love Seinfeld and they don't like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Basically, the adults spin-off. You know,
Yeah.
Pretty much,
it's
yeah.
so good.
Well, where were we up to? Who was talking about Seinfeld?
Nostalgia.
Mm.
Well, who's
you were
nostalgia?
talking-
180
next?
episodes of Seinfeld. Just looking.
180, there you go. Yeah.
Spot on. I'll go next. You want me to do nostalgia?
Go on, mate.
I don't have too many slabs. I used to, but now they're getting a bit too expensive to try and get. So, one of my all-time favorite movies, I'm sure you guys are in the same boat, is Back to the Future.
Oh,
Everyone loves Back to the Future.
Mhm.
This slab is Back to the Future, and I got it
Ah.
signed
oh,
by Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, and Claudia Wells. Was the
Wow.
girlfriend in the first movie.
she's the first one, isn't she? She's the original, isn't
yeah.
she?
Yeah. No, obviously she got replaced.
Yeah.
Got this a few years ago now, but obviously one I'll always keep. I've sold off a few other ones I've had, but I won't probably ever get rid of this one.
Yeah, man.
One of the greatest movies of all time. It'll never
watched it last week.
be a prequel or a sequel or anything, which is fine by me. Just keep it those three, and we'll be happy.
You do know, hate to say it, but you do know there is talks of the Doc's 2 kids.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's always talks, but the guy who wrote it and owns all the rights has said it will never happen. So
Yeah.
I'll trust him. Maybe when he dies. He probably doesn't
Money
need the money.
talks.
How much money he would have made off Back to the Future? He won't need any money.
Nah. He's still making money off it, probably.
Yeah, correct.
All the license, all the toys, the comics, he'd get money from all the licensing from that, 100%.
Yeah, and there are comics which I want to read, but I want to wait until there's a hardcover, obviously. But there are some trades out, so that'll be fun. But yeah, Back to the Future.
Let's go around the table for this one. Your favorite one?
Ooh,
I always had a soft spot for the third one.
yeah, everyone sort of did it. I like 2 because it's a bit darker.
Yeah.
Was 2 the one where Biff has the hotel?
Yeah,
And the number 3 is the Western, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
It
too hard.
is a very hard choice.
It's
It is
very
very hard.
I'm going to go with number 1 because I always like number 1.
Yep.
The stuff where his mum's tried to hit on him.
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
fair.
fuck yeah. That's a stupid question to ask. They are all now. I thought 1 and 2 were the same, but nah. So the mum gets hit on. The mum hits on him in the first one. Johnny B, go, Johnny, go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the first one. Fuck!
Yeah.
I'll put myself for that. Oh, I'm going with the first one because I love that song.
Yeah.
But I love my westerns. I
Love
love
all of them, yeah.
westerns. So that's why I
Yeah.
want number 3 as well. Love
Mm.
western films. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
It's a tough one.
You're up next. Bro, or did you do Seinfeld?
No, Seinfeld was just a random. I do have something here actually. So yeah, I'll go. So I pulled these out because I actually want to rewatch. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, they're so heavy. This is like the original one back in the day, the black and white. And as you can see, there's a lot of damage over the years. But it's a big box set. But this one is the one that I grew up with, which again, a lot of damage over the years. But this is what started all the superhero love for me. When I hear the intro music to Astro Boy, and especially the outro music, it gives me a feeling that that I can't describe and nothing else can replicate. You know, Ninja Turtle theme and He-Man and that. It gets close, but not like Astro Boy. And
Alex,
not only that, but I mean, oh, jeez. There's a lot. I tried to be delicate with that, and I totally stuffed it up.
no wonder now I see why it's so damaged.
It's just, you know, and like there was this character that you know, became like his evil brother, and it was the first time I'd ever felt an emotion of, I don't even know how to describe it, man. But you know how like in comics you have like Loki, who's like this evil character, but then he becomes good, but then he's always sort of bad, and you're always on the fence about that character. Astro Boy had one of those, and it was a very very emotional journey for me as a kid, and now I want to rewatch them all as an adult.
I watched a documentary that was talking about Astro Boy. I can't remember what it was.
If there's a doco, mate, send it to me because I haven't seen it.
I don't know. It was about Astro Boy, but it was about the creation. It was like one of those. I don't know if you guys watch on Netflix the toys that made us or the shows that made us.
Yeah,
It was kind of like one of those. It was on a streaming service. I can't remember which one, and it had. They were talking about Astro Boy, or it might have been.
Those made us. Must be.
Might have been
Second season.
the games that made us. Maybe it was that. It took aspirations from Astro Boy or something. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember watching something with Astro Boy in it.
Be interesting to go through it all again. Like, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, so I'd like to see what it's
First animation show ever was Astro Boy, is what it was what I was watching. It was the first ever animation. The first animation ever made was Astro Boy. That's what it was.
That's probably the black and white box set that I've got there.
Yeah, and it was the first cartoon /anime/anime. That's right, because I was doing a back when I first started Instagram, I used to do these videos, and I was watching a doco because I wanted to do about anime and wanted to know the first animation, like not anime, but the first animation cartoons, and that's where I watched the doco, and it was the very first animation that we ever got. That's what it was. Now I remember. Hey, you didn't know Astro Boy was the first ever animation ever.
I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's surprising that it beat out Mickey Mouse and stuff like that because that goes back.
Yeah.
That was probably more. They were probably more movies, I guess. Were they like shorts?
Yeah, good point.
It's like episodic animation or something.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah,
What about now, Mark? Have you done nostalgia or you Seinfeld? Sorry, I
did Seinfeld. Yeah.
Well, there we go. We're all done for today. Unless anyone else has.
Did we have
disappointments of the week?
What disappointed us? Yeah.
Okay, well, Mark, since you reminded me, what disappointed you besides me forgetting that we had this segment?
Well, for starters, my Pistons disappointed me this week. We're on 4, but I'll start up. I'll do a little bit of a footy, AFL Aussie Rules footy rant. So I guess so. I'm a Collingwood supporter, and this week we signed Mason Cox to another year deal, and a little bit disappointed. Look, I'm not a person that likes to hate on my own players or players that I cheer for, but I just don't see the point in re-signing him for another year. He's 30 years old. We've got a young team. We're not going anywhere quick. Like, I'd like to just put his chances somewhere else. Someone else might use him, like a finals contender or something like that. I just don't see it. We've got a better young team. Darcy Cameron's a better player than him, but even if he goes down, we've got other options. Like young Oliver Henry, I'd like to see him get a bit more space up forward. Because you like what we like to call a list clogger, I think, Mason Cox. So at
He's
the
American,
moment,
isn't he?
Yeah. Look, you might get your 1 or 2 good games out of him. You will. But I don't like the game plan of just bombing it in long to him and stuff like that. It just, the kids get, especially for young team, the kids get too used to that and they don't lower their eyes anymore. I think it's a good learning curve to have a young, sometimes smaller. If it was up to me, I would just give the whole 50-metre arc to Jamie Elliott, like we did against Carlton, and just kick it to space. And I bet the only person that can keep up with Jamie Elliott is actually one of your boys, DC, is Frost. That's one guy that Jamie Elliott can't beat. But everybody else, yeah. I just a little bit disappointed. As I said, I'll still cheer him, and like he wasn't part of the problem last year. I get that, but he's definitely not the solution, especially when we've got younger guys that we could play instead.
Yeah, it was really strange, and there was all this hype that they've re-signed the big American. It's like you sort of probably had to because we stole your probably up and coming ruckman, but you don't need him anymore because you got Grundy anyway, who's one of the best ruckmen I've ever seen. But the problem with Cox is, unless he marks it, absolutely useless.
Yeah,
ball hits the deck.
Yeah.
And he turns like the Queen Mary. He's got no idea, and that's what I don't understand. I don't understand it when they try and put this time into like the Americans or even the Irish to some extent. If you haven't grown up with the game, it's really hard to become really good at it. Like we have had some good Irishmen, obviously, and Zach Tui's probably could almost go down as probably the best Irishman we've had, to be honest. I know we've got Jim Steins, but I think Zach Tui's an absolute gun. We've got a couple of Irish kids, and they're useless, and they keep putting time into them, and they can't kick. They don't have the IQ, the footy IQ that you grow up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's plenty of good players out there. There's plenty of good players out there, man. You go to country leagues and stuff like that, you will find yourself a good big man. And plus, with Mason Cox, if Grundy does go down, we've got Darcy Cameron, who's not a bad ruckman. But we also picked up a 200-centimetre dude in the mid-season draft last year, and I forget his name, but he was already out for the year, and we already just picked him up knowing that he wouldn't play a game last year. So we clearly got long-term plans for him.
Yeah.
And look, Jordan Roughhead can go on the ruck. I'd rather him go on the ruck than Mason Cox, and there's just so many better options, I feel. And plus, you've got a draft coming up. Just draft a young kid. Right. Yep. Grundy's not going to go down for long. If he does go down, he's a pretty tough customer. So
he plays almost every game anyway. So
yeah, I feel we wear him out too much. I think that's what we did last year.
Yeah,
but that's fine. Put Darcy Cameron in there more, and I could go on hours about it, but
I love it.
I don't like when we have him. As you said, DC, it seems like it cripples us having him in the team because if he's not taking those marks, he's basically a cardboard cutout.
Correct.
All right, bro. What was your disappointment of the week?
Oh, that conversation?
I was going to say that conversation. I knew you were going to say that.
No, I'm joking, mate. I know where I'm at, and this channel is about sports too, and that's cool, bro. I'm the odd one out. Maybe I've got to educate myself a bit more, like every other male and brother that I have has been wanting me to do my whole life. Get my head out of the wrestling cloud and learn about some footy and some b-ball and stuff. What's disappointed me? Society as a whole, life in general, taxes, people having to wake up and go to work every day, not having. I'm being too negative. In all seriousness, what disappointed me was I pulled this out because I thought you were going to have a show and tell, right? So I pulled this out.
You can do show and tell. Go ahead.
Well, I'm disappointed with my show and tell because this is what I pulled out, my Magneto helmet, right?
Cool.
You put it on?
Put it on. I was going to use this as my show and tell. Before I put it on, I have to turn it around because this is my disappointment. Look at that chip.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
What'd you do to it?
Mate, most of my shit's wrecked. That's why I can't have nice things. It's only been since meeting all my brothers and sisters in DM variant that I've started to learn how to take better care of
you were the bought a new shirt, went out for dinner, and dropped all your shit on your shirt guy.
Yeah.
Actually,
now put it on the other way.
Okay, I don't know if I can get it off. So I'm like this for the rest of the day.
You come on next week and you still got it on. You go, look, guys.
So yeah, that's a real that really pisses, especially that one there, because at least that one you can have it displayed like that. But then, oh, Bo.
So you're disappointed in yourself.
That seems to happen a lot, Drew.
All right, Drew, what do you got? You sport-wise here?
No.
No.
I'm disappointed in Australia Post. Let's be honest. Australia Post fucking sucks at the moment. I've got so many books due that are just down the road at Essendon Fields. I'm waiting on. I've been sitting there for like over a week. Get your shit together. I've got a mate who works at Australia Post. I give him shit every day. Like, just get your stuff delivered, mate. Hire some other people. Do you know what I mean? That's my fiance. Yeah, Australia Post, you guys suck at the moment.
Well,
Nice, short and sweet.
My disappointment is actually on that postage. So I had my my comics come 2 weeks ago now. So it's not really disappointment of the week, but it is disappointment because I have been reading some comics this week and I didn't get to read it this week. And they forgot to put Firepower, the book I'm enjoying pretty much the most out of all my fucking 70 books on my pull list. They forgot to put the Firepower in the fucking delivery. They did. So my mate gets it as well. So they did put one copy in there. And me being the nice, genuine guy that I am, I say, you keep it, bro. You read it. I'll wait till the other one gets sent out. But deep down, driving home, fucking, why did I fucking say that to him? Why didn't I just fucking take it with me? Fucking, but that was my disappointment. That the fact that the like out of all the books, you know what I mean? Out of all the books, it had to be the one that when I crack open my box of books, the first book I go and read is Firepower and then Radiant Black. And
do you do it that way? I do it the opposite. The books I really looking forward to, I put at the bottom and read last.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe that's a good thing because
then you get through
you're blown away by all the good books, and then you just start to not take interest in the shit books as you read.
Yeah, just kind of like a pack of mixed lollies. How you eat all the shit lollies first, so the good lollies are at the bottom, and you eat them last.
Is that what you do? Do you eat all the shit lollies first?
Yeah, I don't end with that.
I'm going to try that the next delivery. I'll put Detective Comics at the top because that's the shittest one. There we go. I said it. And then I'll put Firepower at the bottom. I might try it that way because
I do I don't read a lot of independent floppies, but I'm reading a couple at the moment. So I read them first. Then I read Marvel, and then it's DC, but I put it in order of what I like. And then
I'll mix up the brands.
A comic goes at the top a lot. It's probably one I'm going to drop.
Sometimes I put at the top of my pile stuff I'm excited for. I'm just going, you know what? I'm in the mood for that tonight. It'll bump up the order. But yeah.
Do you eat
it almost every day?
Or mashed chips first?
He's got a point. I thought you guys were crazy with your theory of putting the best till last because I read the best first and I eat my best lollies first. But after reading what Alex just wrote, he's right. You leave the steak till last.
100%.
Are you serious? I eat the steak first.
No, man. The best part of the dinner is I leave till last.
No, so it's chips first, then the steak, and then the chips at the end.
I eat half the parma, half the steak, half whatever. Then I'll have a couple of chips. Then I'll finish it. Then I'll have my salad and my veggies. So you eat all the shit stuff first.
I do.
Yeah. Lollies not so much because I won't buy lollies I don't like. So, but you get like your snakes alive. I like all the flavors. So I'm
when I buy the party mix retro pack, I like all of them in there. Like I'm one of the very rare. The person that pulls out the black jelly beans. I'm the person that says, "Hey, give them here." I love black jelly beans.
Not black jelly beans. Black cats. No, none of that.
Yeah, no. They go first for me. The black cats.
What about? Yeah. I don't know the new name. We might get banned. What about Chico's?
Oh yeah,
Chico's beautiful, man.
They're the best.
I love them.
Love them. Yeah.
What are they called now?
I can't believe you guys eat your mash before you eat your steak. That's just weird.
It actually does.
All right, here's another one that a lot of people find weird with me, right? Since we're on this topic. Knife and fork, I cut with my left and I eat with my right. I'm right-handed though.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I had to imitate it for a second to see what.
Yeah, so that was. It didn't look good. I better do it up here.
So do you cut with your hand that you use and eat with the hand that you don't?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm different. Skateboarding, same thing. When I used to skate, everyone said, "What the fuck?" Because I was right-footed, I put my right foot at the top and then put my left foot at the back. And they used to say you need to put your right foot at the back, push with your left foot, and then push your left foot at the front.
Isn't that
No,
called
when I
goofy?
skateboarded, I'd have my right foot on and with your left on the ground.
So you're right-handed. So when you play cricket, I'm assuming you bat
No,
left-handed.
sorry, I put my left foot at the top of the skateboard and I push with my right foot, and then I put my right foot on the back of the skateboard.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
No.
No. So I put my hang on. I put my right foot on the bottom of the skateboard, and I push my left, and then put my left foot on top of the skateboard.
That's what I do. I do that.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm right-handed, but I handball left. I hold the ball in my right hand, and I handball left.
What about cricket?
Cricket, right-hand at the bottom.
Okay.
See how fucking weird is it?
What about so my partner's just put up a comment there. I had my mate come over last night and point out a weird thing that I do that I never once thought was weird. When you guys are typing on your phone with two hands, I use one thumb, right, and then the other finger.
No, that's weird.
That's weird. That's weird.
That's some psycho stuff.
Psycho. I don't know where that came from. He's pointed out to me last night. He goes, "Have you ever seen the way Bo types on his phone?" And I'm like, "What's wrong with it?" And he goes, "Who does that?" And I'm looking and I'm like, "Oh, that's just the way I've always done it. I didn't know."
Yeah, no, that's weird.
Another way.
Here's another one that people always laugh at. Does anyone else eat pizza with a knife and fork?
No. What are you, a head?
If I'm out, maybe.
Even at home, I eat knife and fork with the pizza.
At home, no. But
we're
not eating out. Yeah.
Do you use a knife and fork with your Snickers bar as well?
Yeah, it's Seinfeld again.
No, I eat that properly.
Have you all gone mad?
How about this
when we go out or at home, they're like, "You eating pizza with a knife and fork? It's with your hand." I enjoy it better. You get the taste better. Like, I don't know. It takes more time to eat.
Like when you get like just a chicken schnitzel or something, like the missus will cook up chicken schnitzel or little chicken pieces, crumbed, drown it in vinegar. Best.
Yeah, mate, schnitzel, a whole bottle of vinegar on there.
Good. Yeah.
100%.
My wife thinks that's weird.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, schnitzel with vinegar is the best thing on the planet.
Yeah. You can get those chicken tenders that are vinegar flavored as well. So
I haven't seen that.
I drown the shit out of it, man. I love it.
Yeah, Drew, that's me, man. People will like, "Fuck, ease up on the vinegar." I'm like, that's my salad, man. I use half a bottle of vinegar, just white vinegar. But on the schnitzel, I like the malt vinegar as well. The malt, dark brown vinegar. But that's just the Italian thing, man. When you used to go to Nonna's house, she used to sit there, mate. She put the vinegar on the table, and that's how I grew up. A lot of families put barbecue sauce, tomato sauce. And I would always, when I'd go have schnitzels at people's houses, "Do you have any vinegar?" And I'd be like, "Vinegar? Yeah. You don't put vinegar on top of your schnitzels? What?" So at my grandma's house, it was only bottled vinegar on there. So I assumed growing up, that's what you do.
Yeah, people, my mates find that weird too, but that's my favorite meal, I reckon. Schnitzel or crumb chicken with vinegar. Great.
What about if it's like a parma though? You're not going to do that, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Chili flakes. I'm a chili person. Chili flakes or fresh cut chili on top.
And it's a parma. It's not palmy. It's parma.
It's parma.
Parma.
Yeah.
Correct. You are all correct.
Who says palmy?
New South Wales.
Say palmy, man.
Really?
New South Wales do.
New South Wales mainly.
Yeah, they call their potato cakes scallops.
Yeah. That's weird.
What do they call their potato cakes?
Scallops.
Scallops. Isn't that fish?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what we think, yeah.
Or your scallop, you get scallop potatoes, but that's different.
Yeah.
Scallop potatoes, isn't that like baked potatoes?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about food then. Let's settle this argument because I think I'm different to you guys. Sauce bottle, fridge or pantry?
Ooh.
Fridge.
I like to, you know what? I think it was in the pantry when I was single. Now it's the fridge.
I'm 100% with you there, Bo. I was pantry, and now with the girlfriend, she wants them in the fridge. And I'm just like,
being on the fridge.
They'll tell you. It says it on the bottle. Refrigerator once open. No, mate. Straight in the pantry. That's where it belongs.
Mate,
Well,
my
is that the
wife-
same as when you open like pickles or jars of stuff? Do you put in the fridge or do you put in the pantry?
They go in the fridge.
Yeah, pickles go in the
They're
fridge.
already in the fridge.
Not when you buy them off the shelf at the shops. They're not.
No, like pickled onions. They go in the fridge.
Mate, my fiance puts way too much shit in the fridge. I don't get. Like, all right, what about chocolate? Are you one of those people?
That's what I was about to say. Are you the person that puts chocolate in the fridge or
No
the pantry?
way. I don't want my
Pantry.
chocolate cold.
Pantry.
That shit's
I used to put it in the fridge, but now with the missus, she's taught me because my mum was everything goes in the fridge. Fucking pasta didn't go in the fucking pantry before it was cooked. They went in, like everything she put in the fucking fridge. So she used to always put the chocolate in the fridge. So, but now with the girlfriend, she puts it in the pantry. So I've got used to and accustomed to putting it in the pantry.
Mate, I used to be a produce manager, and every now and then when I open up my fridge, I'll see bananas in there, and it makes me want to have a heart attack. You don't put bananas in the fridge.
Wrong, Alex.
So I take my laptop to my fridge. I got them in the fridge.
I don't put bananas in the fridge, no way.
No, it makes them brown.
Nah.
Bananas are gross.
Pickled onions are on the counter at fish and chip shop. Boom. Thank you, Alex. Boom.
Yeah, for a
Pickled
day.
onions. How good are pickled onions at a fish and chips?
For a day.
Nah, they're on the counter all the time. They don't put them in the fridge at all.
Well, they might at the end of the day.
You can't put it in the fridge and put it. You can't put things in the fridge out, fridge out, fridge out. That's how the contamination, whatever the fucking big word is.
How do you get stuff out of the fridge then and put it back in? How do you drink your bottle of Coke?
Oh wait, I think my connection's broken. I think we just found a new topic. We got to save these for a new segment that we can have on the show because I reckon it's a fucking good one.
Where the fish belong.
Where it goes. All right. Well, there we have it. There's a nice show we've had today. Good fun. Thank you for everyone joining us in the chat. Thank you for the boys at Direct Market Variant for popping up. Thank you for Mark as always. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. Keep growing that community. Just a quick, that video that I posted up yesterday is doing all right. It's doing all right. I think a lot of people hope can understand where we're, thank you, appreciate it, where we're coming from here at Talking Pop Culture, what we want to do, how we want to grow things. It's about each other. Like I've been saying, even if there's topics you guys want, let us know that to talk about. This is all about you guys and us and everyone really growing together and really becoming mates and really becoming a family. So everyone for watching, we appreciate it. We thank you. And we'll see you next week live again.
Yep.
Cheers.
Catches.
See you then.
Cheers.